I'm Tammy Randolph with the Cleveland Chamber of Commerce, and you are watching The Chamber Does What? To have my friend Julia Donagrandi with Loof'n Round Gardens. I'm just saying, I did not know that there was a loofah farm in Cleveland in Bradley County. I don't know how many does.
We're brand new.
You are brand new.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Julia. How did you end up in Cleveland with a loofah farm?
Yeah. My husband's family is originally from around here. So we went vacationing one year and just fell in love, said we got to make it happen. 2016, we purchased the property that we have now that we've now turned into Loof'n Round Gardens.
And you're located down on Dalton Pike, correct?
Really close to Red Clay State Park. Stone's throw from the Georgia line. Yep. And I had a colleague of mine in my past life in marketing that gave me some seeds. I said, Allison, I don't even know what loofahs are.
I thought they were the plastic things that you buy in a store. I didn't know that they were real.
Yeah, the loofah is such a broad term. So people think of those. They think of the ones that come from the ocean. Hardly any realize that what we grow is a natural option that's more like a scrubber, a skin exfoliator. So we fell in love and quickly ended up having hundreds of loofah instead of one loofah in our victory garden. And it's because of the scrubs and the natural option that they offer, but there's so much we get from the whole vine. So the leaves offer a tea that we can give to the community.
I've tried that. Kind of tastes like cucumber tea a little bit.
A little bit. It's like a sweet green tea, and it's caffeine free, which is one of the biggest attributes to it, really, and the way it helps with inflammation.
The loofahs themselves, before you actually turn it into the sponge, it looks like a giant zucchini, right?
Because it's a gourd. It's related to the zucchini. So when it's really young and small, you can eat it, and it's really good for you. We're also using it in some more of our skincare products. So we're going to have some things.
What kind of skincare products do you make with the loofah?
Well, with the oil that we press from all of the seeds, we have a really good skincare remedy for really, really dry skin. So if you're fighting different ailments that are causing dry skin and skin irritation, it will help heal that up really quickly. And then the gourds, like we were talking about, we're going to start offering a new product that's more of a cleanser toner. And it's funny enough, if y'all follow us at all on any of our social channels, I end up rubbing some of the gourd on my face every time I'm eating it. But it's because of what it can do for your skin as well as your nutrition when you eat it.
Well, I know when I met you the first time last year, I thought you had the most beautiful skin. And you're telling me it's all that time in the loofah water and cleaning it all out and changing it and harvesting it and whatnot and the different skincare products that you had as well.
Yeah.
Now, you do tours down there, right?
Yeah, we just started that last year and the response from the community was stellar. So we are definitely doing it again. It's a staple for us. It lets folks really get that hands-on educational aspect to learning where this comes from, the fact that they can get it right here in Cleveland, and that it is 100% natural. And there's so many things you can do with a single scrub, let alone everything else you get from the plant. So
now, we talk about your the loofah plant, but you also have some holistic plants in your garden as well. You have, tell me what some of them are, because I don't remember off the top of my head.
We have a little medicinal garden that's kind of at the end of all of our rows. So when folks finish their tour and they've checked out all of our loofahs, peeled the loofah, they can go check out our medicinal garden. It's a really staple product. So like comfrey's pretty common around here, St. John's wort, bee balm, things like this that kind of go hand in hand with what the loofah can offer in a more holistic approach to how you handle different ailments, even if it's just stress. Our passion fruit flower vine, the flower itself is great for reducing stress and helping you sleep, which I know we can all use these days. So yeah, we do have a few really neat plants.
Now, when you do the tours and whatnot, and you do some classes with it as well, right? Now, is there an age limit? I mean, I know that we've brought our youth leadership kids down there and they did it. And, a few of us girls went down there and checked everything out and had the full thing. But is it something that you could do? Does it matter in age or?
No, we've had whole families from grandmas down to newborns strapped to the mamas having fun peeling loofahs. So it does not matter the age. We do have different rates based on the size of your group that's coming. So there's a little bit of a discount the bigger your group. And we have those Monday through Saturday, and there's 3 different times available. So if we can kind of coordinate with your group, depending on the size, we can even do like back-to-back sessions kind of thing if your group's really big. But we've had homeschooling groups come out. We've had just one singular person was like, I've always wanted to kind of experience this. And they spent the whole 2 hours just chatting us up, walking through that medicinal garden afterwards. Yeah. So it does not matter as long as you go through the whole registration process, which everything is on our website. There's a form to fill out to get you started. We will reach back out to you and send our waiver, and then we will send our invoice. And once you have all that wrapped up, you're on our calendar and you're coming to hang out with us.
And then last year, not too long after you opened, is when you were approached and joined the chamber. Now, how has that worked out for you? I mean, because you're thinking a Loofah farm and the chamber, how does that work together?
Well, the fact that we're inviting folks to the property, I think, is the biggest thing. Inviting folks over is allowing that tourism aspect and getting more of the community involved in Cleveland. So that was one of the biggest things when we joined August. We haven't been, as like I said, we're new.
Brand new.
But it's been phenomenal. There has been one Facebook from when y'all came out that you made a video of that just has reached so many people. It's kind of mind-boggling, but it's fantastic because it lets folks know that there's a lot of things that you can do aside from being indoors when it's gorgeous out and explore more of Cleveland and what we have to offer. So,
and I'm sure it's expanded your network because you not only do your products there and online, but you sell them locally, correct?
Yeah, we have a lot of collaborations now because of it, whether it's combining other small businesses' products into ours, whether it's wholesale and we're selling to other small businesses, or we're actually in a retail location like Grit and Grace. I know they're another chamber member. So that has been huge just because of the connections that we've been able to make. We wouldn't have had them without joining the chamber.
That is fabulous. So you have been in Cleveland since 2018.
2014, technically. Yes.
Where are you originally from?
Detroit.
Ooh, there's a haul.
Yeah, born and raised in Michigan. Yep.
My grandson would be very thrilled. He's a big Michigan fan. He jumped on that bandwagon a few years ago.
I don't blame him. Let the Lions get it this time.
Now, what is, because you were talking about the community connections and the things that you do, what type of involvement you've been able to get involved with? Having a little tongue twister there.
As far as the involvement, we've done a lot of presentations where we are just talking to a select group of either youth leaderships, like you mentioned. We had some UT college students that were studying the Greenway in town recently, made a presentation for them. Actually got to talk to them a lot about how Cleveland uses that Greenway in addition to loofahs and how we interact with the community. So that was really interesting. And then we're part of a farmer's market now, which is every Sunday. So that has really connected us with more folks, especially farmers. Trying to think of a lot of the homeschooling and workshops in that regard have been really interesting. We've had a few gardening groups that have reached out as well, just to come and I feel like they're somewhat familiar from generations past, like they're kind of know what a loofah is, but really having that hands-on experience sounds really interesting to them. And then being able to just tell them everything I know about loofahs. So those little presentations have popped up a lot more. Even one that was at 5 Points Museum, I think that was last year, where we got to set up our tables and just have a little educational thing with the rest of the folks that were there. It was all outdoor related things.
You've had a lot of educational experience because like I said, a lot of people like me just think it's that colorful plastic thing that you get at Walmart.
Right.
But there's different sizes of them. There's different uses of them because there's some that you use for your body, some you use for cleaning. So it's not a one size.
No. And it's funny when I tell folks we grow 4 different kinds, and that's not even the limit of the kinds that there are, but we grow the 4 different kinds so we can offer those different types of products. The textures are different. So the purposes that you can use them for are different. As soon as I say beyond cleaning your skin and that you could clean your house or cast iron, ears always perk up. You see?
Yeah.
Yes. Anything that you want to clean without scratching, a loofah is good for. And we have one particular one that we like to call our cleaning loofah because the whole matrix of the fiber is woven very tightly. So it can handle cleaning your cast iron, which is a little more rough than your skin. I certainly hope. But
that's good to know. We have cast iron. I'm afraid I'll cook with it and then I leave it for my husband to do because I know you have to be very special.
Yes.
When we were first married, I goofed up and I put it in a sink full of hot soapy water and I thought his grandmother was going to cry.
I was going to say, you're still married.
Yeah, almost 40 years. So he looked past that. It was harder when I tried to roll up his he collects comic books at the time, and I rolled up the comic book to smack the puppy on the nose because it was biting something. That was going to be the deal breaker, more so than the cast iron.
Goodness. That's hilarious. It's funny, though, when you say the different products that we make, you don't think of it. Even the cleaning ones, when we change the shape of how it's presented, it helps folks understand it more. Because when you think about the sponge that you would normally put next to your sink, that classic one that gets really stinky and gross, when we change the shape of one of our cleaning loofahs so it looks more like that rectangular shape, folks were all about it. They connected. And those are the ones that we keep selling out of. Same with the soap pockets. It's a whole other concept of taking a loofah that it's what we've already grown and just molding it into something that folks are using a lot more. Putting their whole bar of soap in a loofah is apparently something that a lot of folks are doing.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole lot easier.
It seems that way. Yeah. Keep it all contained and so kind of roll with what the customers tell us to, which is really, really smart. And that wouldn't come again from networking and knowing folks, especially with some of our things that are outside of the box, like the oil and how it can help with hair and skincare. Most folks, I've never even heard of this before. It couldn't be this simple, but getting that feedback from customers that we've been able to network with, especially, it's key.
That's good. I think the whole thing about having a loofah farm in Bradley County is completely outside of the box.
It's true.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one in the area. I don't think there's a lot in the area because I like to say, as soon as I see you, I'm like, did you everybody know that we have a loofah farm?
We do now.
And that was just one of the coolest things. That's one of the coolest things I think about Bradley County is that it's something different.
It's very sweet.
That makes us stand aside and stand apart. What is something, aside from Loofah Farm, what is something that you think makes Cleveland and Bradley County stand out?
The fact that we are reaching so much to connect with each other. I think businesses in and of themselves are genuinely trying to connect and lift each other up. I don't know if it's just this day and age, but I really think it is the community. The more the conversations start flowing, the more the ideas start flowing. And I really see that a lot. So I think that really sets Cleveland apart. And the fact that we're doing a lot of renovation. We're really taking a look at ourselves and saying, what do we want to present to the rest of the world? What do we want to do to bring them here? And again, we're still talking to each other about it. So what we're doing is working. And that's really, really encouraging. And the embracing something so new and different, whether it's a loofah farm or anything else, a hot slaw festival. I mean, I never even heard of that before. So, I mean, it's
that's a Cleveland specialty. I'll be talking to Melissa Woody about that later.
We've ended there and it was phenomenal. It was a huge outpouring from the community. The community is seeing what these businesses are doing and they want to be part of it. And I think that's really special. For how big and fast we're growing, I think it's really, really special.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Julia, thank you. Before you go, let us know, what is your website?
loofnroundgardens.com.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, listening, paying attention, following, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.